Yeah.
Is it itching?
A little bit.
It's not
I
good.
don't think it's from the thing on.
Where do you think it's from?
I don't know.
Alright, let's see who's there. Easy moderation. Alt key to pause the chat. Oh my goodness, this is cool. Alt key to pause the chat. Just need to write that down. Alt to pause. Alt point block. Wow, cool. Hey guys, just seeing if anyone's there. I've just got a YouTube message. Hey Alex, how you going? Oh, I've got to mute my computer. Every time I do this, I have to remember something new. Just a sec. Right, there we go. I wonder how the lag is. you mind?
Oh, are you streaming right
Yeah,
now?
I'm streaming
I
right
had no
now.
idea. I
Yeah.
apologise.
Can you take your sniffing somewhere else? Thanks. Hello guys. Did we enjoy that? Home with my kids. Righty-ho, who we got? Wow. Pretty interesting, huh? We've only got 3 people. What if everyone else knows? Let's see who else is coming on. Right guys, 1 more minute and then we'll get into it. So if it's just 4 of us, it means I can go a little bit faster. Yeah, William was wondering what the sniffing was about. I heard you down the computer. That's funny. Okay. The sniffing was not me. The sniffing was my son. He's eating his dumplings.
I don't have corona.
He's eating his dumplings in front of me. Not fair. I can't eat dumplings while I do maths with you guys. Okay, guys. Just tell me when you think you've got answers to 1, 2, 3, or 4. Just tell me in the chat and we'll start going through them. You could type your answers in if you want. Remember, never going to get cross if you get it wrong. Just give it a go. We've got 9 people watching and I've only got 4 people saying hi. Can the people who are watching and lurking just say hello? That'll be really nice. Let's see. I wonder if they're from class or not from class. All right, that's it. Yep, Alex, you got the first one right. Let's see, how are we doing? Yes, now Alex, what do you have to do? Hi James, hi William, nice to see you guys. So Alex, all you've got to do with the number 2 that you've done is you haven't collected your like terms. So if you fix that up, I think you probably, I'm going to tell you to go away and come back in 10 minutes, I reckon, when I do factorising. Or you can sit through it, maybe you just sit through it and have your education perfect on with your sound up, and then you come back when I tell you to, because it's going to be a bit slow. Hi William. Okay, come on guys, I want you to just type in how you're going on those 4 questions. So James and William, just maybe don't start on number 1, it's a bit easy. Start on number 3 or 4 and we'll give them a go. All right, so Alex, we will catch up with you later on. Make sure, Alex, you're collecting up your like terms. Yep, that's right for number 1, William. Nice work. Cool. Okay, so we've all got the basics of factorising from year 9 down pretty well. So there's only one next step, which is that we usually have to think about like terms as well. And once you put those 2 ideas together, you can do surprisingly complicated things with expanding. Okay, so I'm going to start teaching now. I'm trying to figure out how much lag there is, so I'm just going to scribble something on my screen and see how long it takes to come up. Yep, William, you're not simplifying your like terms. All right, guys, I can see that the lag here is pretty bad. It's about 1 minute today. So what I'm going to do because of that is I'm going to teach about 4 questions without stopping for you guys to do any feedback of any kind, and then we'll get some feedback. All right, so let's get started. The first one is our most basic kind of expansion. So we've got 3x plus 12. Okay, so I'm taking this number here times this, plus this number here times this. And we looked at that in class the other day, so that one was fine. Now just getting into these next ones, what we've got to do here is we've got to simplify. So the next one is x times x minus 3 plus 4 times x minus 2. That equals, so doing this bit first, x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 8. Right, so I'm thinking about this as plus 4 times x. Now I'm circling that plus sign on purpose because we're going to have issues when we get to minus signs, that most people muck those up. Yes, James, that is a number 10 on question 4, and I've just fixed that up. So when I get to here, this is where most of you that have been putting your answers in have been stopping. And that's not right, because we've got to introduce simplifying, right? We've got like terms in here. We've only got an x squared, but we've got take away 3x plus 4x. So thinking about our number line, we're starting here at 0, we're going back 3, and then we're going up 4. So that gives me 1x. But we never write 1x, we just write plus x minus 8. So I would mark that wrong. That's just not written in maths language, right? And then this one is lovely. Okay, so moving on to number 3, how do we do that one? Well, it's exactly the same idea. I'll just change pen colour. So we've got 4 times 3 minus x plus 5 times 2x plus 6. So we just do each expansion at a time. So it's going to be 4 times 3, 12 minus 4x plus 10x, right? 5 times 2x gives me 10x plus 30. And again, I've got some like terms in the middle. So we get 12 minus 4x plus 10x is plus 6x plus 30. So that's that one done. Okay, so number 4, I want you guys now to have a go at that, being really careful that I'm multiplying here with -7. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to wait for you all to type in your answer to this one here. Right, I'm going to start going through it. I can see some answers starting to come up. Right, we've just got to watch the negatives. So here we get 50x plus 20 minus 21x plus 63. So that gives me 29x sorry, 29x plus 83. Okay, we got that one. Okay, now, Jules has just made a very good point. Thanks for watching. Don't know why you're watching Year 10 video, but it's lovely having you here because I've done a really stupid thing in question 3. And I'm feeling really dumb about this, but that's okay. Look, I went on about collecting up the x's, but I did a really stupid thing. I didn't collect up my numbers. So here, this one is not finished. It's wrong. It should be 42 plus 6x. Tick, tick. Happy face. Right, this one down here, 29x plus 83. Ollie, don't know what you've done. Where'd the 49 come from? 7 nines, 63. Yes, I see you have retracted your comment. That's pretty funny. Okay, guys, I think you're starting to get these quite well. We're going to do a few more of the harder ones out of that gamma exercise. So let's try this one. This is question 54 all the way at the end. So we've got 4x squared plus x times 2x minus 1 equals. Right, so we've got the 4x squared plus 2x squared minus x. Right, what are my like terms in there? Well, I've got 4x squared and 2x squared gives me 6x squared minus x. I'm going to give you a couple more to do. Let's pick some that I can do, shall we? Right, question 53. X times 2x minus 3 minus 4 times 3 minus x equals. So try that one. And then try this one. Right, chuck in your answers into the chat when you're done. I don't know where everyone else has gone. It's a bit useless, but it's quite nice just having, you know, I don't know, 8 students. Let's see, how many we got here now? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one of them's doing scholarship calculus, but he's come to watch a year 10 video. Right. Alex, if you're listening, we're about to switch on to factorising, so you can come on back. What do we got? Yep. Ollie, is that your weird way of writing a squared? I think it is. Hi, Eric. Right, so let's have a look and see if you're right. Now, William, you've done the same thing again. You've got to put your like terms together. Right, waiting for James and who else? Alex, if you're back, do those two that are up on the screen, okay? Come on, James C. Get your pen out. Do some questions with me. Right, I'm going to go through them. Oh, no, I'm not actually. I'm going to wait. Come on, guys, put something in. Since we've only got about 8 of you, we can actually take our time because I'm going to get on to factorising soon. Just remember, you've got to combine your like terms at the end. Right, back into the live chat for you guys. Let's see what we got. Excellent. Okay. Right, what do we got? Let's have a wee look. I'm going to do it and then I'm going to check your work. So we just work really systematically whenever we're doing these. So it's going to be 2x squared minus 6x minus 12. Right, and here's the bit we've got to watch. It's minus 4 times negative x. Always keep the sign with the number or the variable next to it. So it's minus 12 plus 4x, and that gives me 2x squared. Right, now I've got minus 6x plus 4x, so I've got minus 2x minus 12. Right, let's see who got that. No one got that. Oh, that's because I'm wrong again. Oh God, I hope there's no maths teachers watching. Maths teachers, don't watch. Don't watch. Can't do algebra. Okay, let's try that again. Draw. Where's my drawing pen? 2x squared minus, let's see, minus 3x minus 12 plus 4x equals 2x squared plus x minus 12. Let's see. 2x squared plus 4x plus x. Right, William Ormsby, you've got it right. James Cappy, you've got it right. And everyone else got little tweaks to do in there. Okay? Now let's look at number 50, and then I'm going to come back and see how you've got on. So we've got 2x plus 3x squared here minus 2x squared here minus x. So that leaves me with x squared, because these are like terms, 3x, take away 2x, sorry, 3x squared, take away 2x squared, and then I've got 2x, take away x, which gives me plus x. So that's my answer to that one. Right, now things are not going that well here. I think we'd better do a couple more before we do factorising. So having a quick look at that. Just checking. Let's see. James Kirkland. Nearly right. But we're not getting these last ones right yet. I'm going to do a couple more with negatives, okay? Just made up ones. Let's see. So number 1 and number 2. What have we got? 2x times x minus 7 minus 3x times x plus 2. Try that one. And then we're going to do 5x times 7 minus x minus 3 times x plus 2. Just going to see who all is here while you're working. Right, here we go. Got some answers coming in. Let's see. Now, James, if you write plus minus, just write minus, right? Because plus and negative is the same as negative. Right, I like that Ollie and James are getting the same thing for that first one. I haven't actually done it yet. I'm going to do it once I've got a couple more. James, see, where are you? William, come on. Just when you can, guys. It's good to be thorough, but we want to try and get a little bit fast as well. Just a little bit fast. Right, getting some good answers coming in. Let's see. Right, the first one, here's how we do the working. We go 2x squared minus 14x minus 3x squared minus 6x. Okay, and now I have to collect up like terms. And as usual, I haven't left myself enough space, have I? Equals, right, I've got 2x squared minus 3x squared. So I get negative x squared. But then I'm getting not the same as you. I'm getting minus 14x minus 6x, which gives me minus 20x. Okay? What's going wrong there is that you're missing the fact that this is a negative, right? So it's minus 3x, or negative 3x times 2. A negative times a positive gives me negative 6x. Hey, William, I know you're tired. Everyone's going to be tired for the next month. And I'm also thinking the live streams in the morning probably are going to get more people on. But I'm quite happy that it's just you guys today, so that's all good. So that's negative x squared minus 20x. Yep, so William, you got that one right. That's great. Let's do number 2. What have I got? Well, I've got 35x minus 5x squared minus 3x minus 6. So that gives me 2 ways to write this. We can go in the order that we get the terms. So we've got the x's first. So I've got 35x take away 3x, 32x minus 5x squared minus 6. So let's see. Yep, Ollie, you've got that one. Oh, nearly right, but you've missed this. You've got a plus 6, but it's a negative times a positive. Okay, so that's why it's minus 6 at the end. Let's see. William, you are really close. You've just mucked up. 35 take away 3. That will probably be because you're tired. And James just want to have a look at your answers. Guys, what I'm going to do now is I am going to move on to factorizing just so we can keep on going. Okay, so let's look at some of the factorizing questions from exercise 806. Now, we did some of these in class. Is Alex still there? Alex, are you out there? So, when we factorize, we're trying to write things as something times something. So, let's start with this one, 4x plus 4y. What I do when I do these is I go through systematically and I look for highest common factors. So first I look at the coefficients, right, the number sitting next to the variable. And in here I've got a highest common factor of 4. This is the easiest pattern type there is, right? So I've got 4 and now I say 4 watts will give me 4x, or 4 times x, plus 4 watts will give me 4y. It's going to be that. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 to try now. That's right, everyone go wake up Alex. It's kind of like the guy in the Wiggles who used to disappear. Alex, we're doing factorizing now, come back. Right, guys, I will go and wake up Alex. I'm going to send him an email. Okay, so do those 3 now, guys. Thanks for sharing, Alex. Nope. Not yet. All right, we've got to slow down. We're trying to write stuff. We're not multiplying, guys. James, we're not multiplying. We're factorizing. Okay? So we're taking out the common factors. So here's how it goes. This first one, we're saying, well, you know what? I'm going to give it 2 minutes, and I'm actually just going to go and take the bread out of the bread maker. Which is just beeping at me while you guys try and do those. James, go back. You're factorizing. You're not timesing. Okay? I can see you trying to times. It's not that hard. All right? Guys, that noise you can hear is me getting the bread out, but you can't smell how amazing the hot bread smells. It's awesome. Right, just a sec. Bing. Alright, one nice loaf of bread in my kitchen for me to eat. Where are we? Okay, how are we getting on? Right, I'm seeing some good factorizing happening. So number 1 was 4x plus y. Ollie, that's right. Okay, so in this one here, let's see. This one's going to be 12 times x minus y. Right, this one, the highest common factor in the numbers is 2. So this one's going to be 2 times x, because that gets me 2x, plus 2 watts are 6, 2 3s are 6. 3a. Right, well done, William. That's looking good. No, William, you can't have any bread. You're not in my bubble. Okay, you need to have some bread from your house, okay? Maybe at the end of all this, I'll make a loaf of hot bread and bring it into class. So, numbers here. What's the highest common factor? What do we got? Right, someone other than, yes, that is exactly right, Alex. Well done. Liam, you are still trying to multiply, right? James, you're still trying to multiply. So let's have a look. We're factorizing, right? The highest common factor is 3 here. Now, the next thing I've got here, though, is I've got a common factor in my x's. I've got an x here and an x here. So that comes out the front as well. If we don't do that, then we haven't fully factorized. Tyson, you're here. So 3x times, well 3x times what is 3x? 3x times 1. So plus 3y. So it's that one. Yep, Ollie, you've definitely got this. Okay, guys, this is actually going reasonably well. It's okay, Tyson. It's fine. Just remember, I'm going to put in a harder one for Ollie and William. And it's this one. And it looks horrible, but it's not. So 24, we'll make this number for question number 5. 24x y squared z minus 18 x cubed y z. Right, so that's number 5. That's if you're feeling up to it. The rest of us, we might look at one like this. Let's do this. 2x cubed minus 16x squared y. So try those two. Tyson, we're doing factorising. We did a whole lot on expanding, just going through problems like the ones in Gamma. Oh, William, that's a really good question. Okay, just want to show you, so before I go through 5 and 6, William has asked if this is right for 3x plus 9xy. Okay, so I'll just leave those there for you guys. But we've got 3x plus 9xy. And William said, is it okay to have this 3 times x plus 3xy? And the answer is that it's not fully factorised. So it's a bit like when we don't collect up our like terms. Right? So it's not fully factorised because there's an x in here and there's an x in here. So we've still got a common factor left in here. So it's got to be 3x times 1 plus 3y. Okay? Really, really good question. The charger for the phone? Sorry, I just have to talk to my daughter. We've lost our phone charger, which is not a good thing. You had it yesterday. But the power plug's over there. Okay? Cool? Right, how are we going? Okay, let's have a look. So let's look at these ones here. James, are you getting it now? I think you're getting it now. Right? So, in here, the first thing I look at is I look at my numbers. What's my highest common factor in here? Well, this one is going to be 6, right? That's my highest common factor in my numbers. Now I look at my x's. What's my highest common factor in the x's? Well, I've got an x here, and I've got an x cubed here. So I've got an x as my highest common factor, right? Remember, x cubed is x times x times x. Now I look at my y's. I just go in alphabetical order. I've got y squared here, and I've got y here. So my highest common factor in the y's will be y. And lastly, I've got a z factor here and a z factor here. So the thing that I take out the front here is 6yz. Then I go back and I say, right, 6 watts are 24, 6 fours are 24. The x is done because it's x here. I've got y squared here, right? So this is y squared, but this is only y. So I have to times in another y. And then the z here, just change my pen colour for you. There's z, and here's my common factor z. So I'm sorted out on the z. Right, now what about the next term? Well, we've got minus 3, because I need to get 18, so 6 watts are 18. And then to have x cubed, I have to times x by x squared. and then I'm good with my y and I'm good with my z. So that's that one there. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, that's what we've got here. Just trying to work out. Guys, can you just type in yes or no for whether you've got number 5? Oops, what's happened there? Just a sec. Yeah, great. That's really good. Okay, so William will do another one. Liam, I haven't decided yet about whether there's going to be a live. It depends on do you want one or not. I'm going to go through this one now. Okay, so let's go through this one and see if you can get it. Look at the numbers first. I've got 2 and I've got 16. The highest common factor is going to be 2. Here I've got x cubed and here I've got x squared. So the highest common factor here is x squared. In here I've got a y, but in here there's no y. So this is my highest common factor of the two things. I've got 2x squared. What do I need to do to get 2x squared times what equals 2x cubed? Because that's what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to match up that whole term. Well, I have to times it by x. Now, what do I have to do to match up this term? I've got 2x squared times something has to give me minus 16x squared y. So it has to be minus 8, right? Because that's going to get me the negative 16x squared bit, but then it also has to be y. Okay, that's great, Tyson. So can you tell me now how much gamma have you done? That's it, James. You're getting the hang of it well. Good. Right, guys. So the gamma work I've posted on Google Classroom. So I'm just going to hop over to our Google Classroom and screenshot that with you now. Okay, so I think I can do that on my laptop. Just give me a second and I'll see if it works. Right, I'll just hop into my Google Classroom. I want to show you exactly where to find that textbook, because today I had time to actually put the questions up as a PDF. Why is it doing that? That's strange. Oh, my computer's doing a bad thing. Just a sec. But the Gamma book, especially if you're going a little bit faster, is really, really good. And I want you doing tons of practice while you're at home and you've got time. So if you go into classwork on Google Classroom, you'll find down the bottom, I'm going to show you now, okay? It's loading, it's just taking ages. Right, so when you go in here, you'll see, these are all my Google Classrooms, by the way, so I just have to find our one. I'm in about 30 Google Classrooms. So where have they all gone? Right, Google Classroom. No, then put in another one. Hang on. So, that's the wrong one. Let's go down here. Where's that one gone? Right, so we go to our Google Classroom, and then if you go into classwork, and you can do this while I'm talking, where has it gone? Where's our Google Classroom? Go to classwork. Here, 10 Math CMT 2020. Right, so there we are. Right, the first thing is that this is where I'm going to post the daily announcements, right? So on the stream is where I said what to do today. Yes, Tyson, I know. It's a lot of Google classes, and I get an email every time someone posts to one of them. So I'm getting a lot of emails. So this is the stream. The stream's where I'm going to tell you what to do. And that's why I said in here today to download the Gamma textbook. And where you go to download the Gamma textbook is over here. You go into classwork. And I haven't put anything into classwork for algebra because I'm putting it in the stream. But under important documents, this is what we've got, right? Hopefully you can see that now. I'm just waiting for the lag. So once you're in here, that Gamma E text that I can't draw on while we're here, but right in the middle of the screen, that PDF button that says Gamma text is where you go. So you need to double click it,
Mom, it didn't work.
open it, and then I'm still live streaming, sorry.
Yeah?
Sorry, 2 kids at home, you know what it's like. Download that Gamma E text and save it to your device, and then it's all hyperlinked and everything. It's really good. And this is a great chance for you guys to do tons of practice. So you can do all of the algebra chapters in there, and I don't mind if you go ahead. If you want to work ahead, just tell me, send me an email. Okay, so can you just type in, do you now know how to get the Gamma textbook? That's great. Awesome. Tyson, I don't know how you do that, but it's quite cool. All right, good stuff. That was a very long live stream. If we do one tomorrow, I'm going to make it shorter. The thing that I want to do with you next that we need to work on is our index rules. You've been doing the EP, but it's questions like this. When I've got and this is what we just started doing in class before we all went home. If you've got things like this, 4x squared to the power of 3, that one will be 4 to the power of 3 times x to the power of 6, which is 64x to the power of 6. So the next live stream that I do will be on that. But it might be Friday morning because it is pretty tiring doing these, even though it sounds like it's not, it kind of is. So watch the Google Classroom tomorrow, and you can always ask your friends for a hand and use each other. William, I've got to go now because I've got a 13 MCA one, but can someone on here email William and explain where to get it from? Because William, it's definitely on Google Classroom, right? But it's under classwork and it's down at the bottom. All right, so thanks heaps for coming on. You guys have done really well, and we will catch up again soon. See ya.